With all the emphasis on graphic beauty these days, many small game companies can't compete with the incredible demand for heavy-duty graphics. Instead, such companies make their mark by doing what they know best: games with excellent and involving gameplay. Disciples of Steel happens to be one of those games. True, Disciples won't win any awards for its intuitive graphic engine, but beauty is in the eye of the beholder. As you enter the game, you're treated to a pleasant introduction of the plot of Disciples in Steel. The graphics are awful, but the storyline isn't bad. You have a few choices in the very beginning of Disciples. You can start the game using a group of prefab characters with names like Og and Alton, or you can start your own party. You can have up to 8 characters in your party, and trust me, I highly recommend it. Of course, you have your usual selection of character classes and races with an attribute scale of 1 to 100.
We'll be right back.
Strap yourself in and set your sights on Larry Holland as IE ventures into the hallowed halls of LucasArts for an up-close and interactive interview with Larry Holland, designer of X-Wing and TIE Fighter. Get Larry's insights on the graphic tapestry of TIE Fighter, what's coming in the future, and most importantly, how'd they do that? Be sure to check out our interactive interview with LucasArts' Larry Holland in this episode of IE. With stunning rendered graphics and sound, including an original soundtrack by the Fat Man, CD-ROM gamers were given a glimpse of things to come with The Seventh Guest. Now, Trilobite and Virgin cross yet another threshold of suspense as they take you back to Stoff's mansion to confront his evil legacy in the 11th hour. Check out the preview of this month's cover feature of IE.
And now, back to interactive entertainment.
Personally, I didn't care for the character generation. It was a little too lengthy and involved for me, so I just made random characters. But in the game's defense, a colleague of mine loved it, so I didn't let the character generation bother me too much. After you've created your characters and readied their weapons, you're ready to brave the outside world. Since your characters come into the world with absolutely no money, you must go looking for it. The best way to do this is by leaving town and adventuring in the nearby forests. Be careful not to venture too far away from the town, for once you get into a battle, you'll need a place to go back and rest up. Unfortunately, I found the first few battles incredibly hard. I died a few times more than I should have, leaving me deeply in hate with the combat system. Fortunately, I was finally victorious in one battle, giving me the equipment and know-how I needed for my future battles. The combat system for Disciples of Steel is a lot like those of the SSI Goldbox series and Minecraft's Magic Candle series. Each character has a certain number of movement points. Taking an action, such as moving, attacking, or casting a spell, costs some of these movement points. One nice option, though, is the ability to take a round and aim, increasing the probability of scoring a hit considerably. This adds a little extra strategy to the game, and what was finally let me actually win a battle. Overall, I enjoyed Disciples of Steel quite a bit. I'm not saying you should rush right out and buy this game, but if you're into role-playing games and you don't mind out-of-date graphics, Disciples of Steel is the right game for you.